Hey y'all, here's a quick review of the Harbor Freight winch and receiver mount. This is the 12,000 Badlands, of course, you can see that. Everything seems to be really high quality. I just got it put together. I tested it to make sure the winch is working. It is. The cables, they're really high quality. Good thick gauge. The instructions are really poor. It's kind of pathetic, the instructions on this, which it's not that big of a deal because it's not that big of a project. One of the things that is nice is the wires are color coded, so even though the instructions are ridiculous, you can figure it out because on this cable here on the end, you can't see it's covered up, it's red, so you just know to put red to red, yellow to yellow down here, and so on. One thing it didn't show you is where the ground goes. It just showed this hooked up. And so at first I thought they just wanted me to hook it to any piece of metal on the hitch, but then you can kind of make out, because it doesn't tell you, that you should go ahead and just mount it to that lug there that already has a ground wire going to it. So that's pretty obvious. It's just like, just tell us in the instructions, you know? That's the main thing. Just tell us in the instructions. The most infuriating part of this whole thing, and it made me want to chop it up in little pieces, was putting this receiver hitch together. Because it's like 8 bolts. No big deal, right? But these arms here, like first of all, the instructions, the hitch comes separate, different box, different instructions. You gotta pay for it. Then the winch. And these handles. I didn't get this tightened up. This is 11/16 nut. But as you can see here, it's recessed. So this is coned out. This is recessed. And you can't get the socket on it. Can't get a socket on it. Can't really get a wrench on it. And it's just ridiculous. And like, why? I tried several sockets, tried wrenches, couldn't get it tight. I could have welded something on here and done it. I could have just cut it up and just made my own with a welder. But why? And so I just freaking hand tightened it on there as good as I could with a pair of pliers, and like that's what I'm gonna stick with, because I don't want to lose my temper. I almost lost my temper. Like, why make something this difficult to put a handle on? Both ends. I mean, this one's even worse. It's even more recessed. You can't flip them around because then the bolt that goes through here is too short. And that's the way you're supposed to do it. Both of them. It's just ridiculous. I hate it. Unnecessarily complicated. Obviously, just an unthoughtful design. The other thing that was difficult because the instructions sucked was I didn't know what to put together first. So I went ahead and just mounted the winch with nothing else on it on the receiver after I got the receiver put together. And I shouldn't have done that. I should have put this on the receiver first, because once the winch is on, it's dang near impossible to get these bolts through. And that's on me. I should have thought that through. Right, that's obvious. So just a heads up. It's literally 100 degrees here. It's the hottest week of the year, and I should have thought that through, but I was hot and in a hurry, and it cost me time. So make sure you put this on before you put the winch on. So, but then the other thing is mounting the winch to the receiver is unnecessarily difficult too, because the bolts, it takes 4 bolts. You can kind of see them in here. Here's the nut, and it's just really hard to get those in place. Unnecessarily so. Just make an ear flange out the side to put the bolts on, because it's just ridiculously complicated for no reason. 4 bolts, and it takes way too long to get them on. Somebody who actually, works on things should have been included in designing this winch, because you can tell it wasn't. The people who designed this were sitting in an air-conditioned office somewhere and weren't thinking about people who were going to have to be working on these on trucks, in the middle of the woods, in a hurry, and it's like, oh no, we'll just go ahead and make it so you have to, you know, knock all the hide off your hands while you're trying to get the winch installed or uninstalled. What if you take this thing off the truck? What if it's not on this, and you've got it mounted to the front of your Jeep or something, and you've got to get it off for some reason? It's going to be just unnecessarily difficult. Anyhow, I think the winch is really high quality. I think the receiver hitch is really high quality. I think the design is just retarded. But hopefully y'all will have better luck. I've seen other people that have these that somehow they got this tightened up. I tried to watch some YouTube videos to figure out how those wizards got these fixed. They never said. Maybe theirs are a little bit different than mine. But if y'all have any questions, ask in the comments. If you have any solutions, go ahead and tell me in the comments, because that would be interesting and helpful to me and to everybody else. Anyhow, have a good day, like and subscribe. And even if you don't like this video, like and subscribe. All right, bye.